You will not believe what Waffles did. So I didn't lock the babies up last night because it got down to 36 degrees, which is fine. But a lot of times with goats, big drops in temperature are really hard on them. So it was like 65 yesterday. It's warm, it was nice, then it got down pretty cold. So just left everybody out to make sure they have full bellies. We had kind of a spring like this a couple of years ago where it got like really hot and then really cold and then really hot and really cold, and we got pneumonia in a couple of the girls. Since the babies are little, there's a cat in the rafters. We have the good cat. There's a cat up there. So yeah, I just left it out. Yeah, see Hank? Hank, what you doing up there, bud? Cats are great. Alright, come on, Brandon. So this is why I've always locked them up in stalls, because it's just chaotic. But for today, good morning, babies. So good morning. This is part 2 in the baby goat escape drama. Really think we'd be better at this, but goats always have, animals in general, have the tendency to exploit your weaknesses. And to show you that they are always smarter than the farmer. Always. So I'm going to insert some footage. I was watching on the camera yesterday. I had all of that ready to go, set up, was so excited, and here's you first. So I had all that ready to go. Thought I definitely outsmarted Clover and Tulip. They couldn't go underneath the door. Well, they weren't going underneath the door. And I don't know why I didn't look at my camera, because, I mean, I have the ability to see how they were getting out. Well, they were jumping through the hay feeder in their stall. Of course, like, didn't even think of that. They were jumping through the feeder, so I watched the camera the next day. I went out, they were both out. Went back and watched the camera, figured that out. So my idea was like, oh, well, no big deal. I'll just take them and put them in with Waffles and Fern. I needed to move 2 of the babies out anyway, just because they're getting big. That will work. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm sitting in bed in the morning, the next morning, and I'm like, this is gonna work, they're gonna stay in. I figured it out. I still feel a little bit stupid, but got it. There's no way they can get out of that stall. And I plugged up the hole where I thought Waffles was going out. And I'm watching the camera, and I wake up and I look at the camera and I'm like, yeah, they're definitely gonna be in there. So, right now, I'm going to put in the footage from our security camera so you can see exactly how Waffles got out. Okay, so you can see him down here in the lower right-hand corner, and he's sticking his whole body through this hole, and now he's going to use the fence and Pixie's back to get out and then steal all the milk. And look at poor Fern. She's so sad. crazy waffles. He would have never been able to get out had Pixie not stood there so that he could climb the fence like a human, climbs the ladder, and use her back to scoot the rest of the way out. So my idea that putting that little panel actually helped him because he was too short to get out of that hole on his own. But with Mom's help and the panel's help, he was able to scoot right out. Good morning! So today, I kind of temporarily fixed that hole that day. But today I've got to do a more permanent fix for the hole and for the feeder because it's only a matter of time before the bigger boys realize they too can go in and out the feeder. I know Huckleberry would probably be the first one to figure it out. Come on! Come on! Come on, go! Come on! Let's go! Come on, baby! So I've been locking the boy goats up at night so that I can feed Chief. But they have, you can see there's no grass left in here. So we'll just keep rotating them in and out. Oh, sweet girl. It really just would like something to eat, Mom. She really does like to be scratched. And Princess recently decided that she remembered she liked being petted. Gobbles is literally the most chill bottle calf I've ever had. She is so sweet, and it's the reason that my plan is to keep her to help with parasite management. Multi-species really help with that. And basically because cattle prices are terrible at the moment. But this girl was wild. She was and that's why her name is Princess. I mean, just crazy. She would follow you around. She would not leave me alone. She bruised the insides of my legs just from headbutting me like in the butt. Okay, so my solution for this hole is to take this piece of, just an old piece of panel and tie it here, and that should block it up. I just used some bolt cutters to kind of cut it down. So that's what we're gonna try. That help, you know. These are all the helpers. They all got put in jail, didn't you? Most everybody else left, except for babies that are waiting on their friends to get out. Okay, so got this blocked up, just kind of tied on there. I don't think they'll be able to still put their feet here, but they shouldn't be able to jump through. Just cut off all the sharp ends. And Jeremy was able to kind of stretch this fence back to where the holes weren't as big, instead of us having to like run some new wire or put a panel. So hopefully that will work. Okay. Come on. don't know what Cedar's eating over there. Something. Hi, Pine. It's funny, they have little conversations with each other. Pepper is the most talkative little goat ever. So my chief collection system is not perfect, but we have a cow over here and naughty goats behind their fence. It's definitely a good time to pee, cow. Okay, let's get this boy fed. So it ended up being kind of a crazy day. We had a neighbor, we cleaned out our gutters today, that was fun. That was fun. A neighbor come and I'll get him. Tell us that our calves were out in a place where like they shouldn't be able to get out. Like there are parts of our fence that are not great because it's really old, but like this particular spot we were kind of like even the guy that came to tell us was like, I don't even know how they got through. So we drove out there on our very old and slow four-wheeler. They were all in the fence, so I don't know. And then, Cedar got his head stuck in the fence today, which they've been kind of doing. Their horns are, they're not stuck. So it's really funny. Baby goats kind of panic. They're not stuck, they can get out, and if you give them a few minutes, this time they figure it out. Well, he got hung up really weird today, and it cut his horn. And if I can show you, I will. It was just really weird. We're gonna do a video this week about dehorning and like just bedding and dehorning and what we do when we do it. So one of the bad things about having horns is they can get stuck in the fence, but he's okay. That was kind of like a process. And then Tulip escaped the fence again in a different spot multiple times today. So stuff kind of relaxing afternoon, and it wasn't. It was full of crazy baby goat chaos. Here you go. Right here, bud. Gee, we're not having a bottle. Little buddy, look. Look. You could bring. I think it's actually helped a little bit with this mama cow being in there because she kind of encourages him to eat it, and there's a little bit of competition for it, which is good too. And he's eating some of the range cubes, and I really don't care what he eats, just eat something so that he'll continue to put on weight. So, it's going better. So what do you guys think? Is this gonna work tonight? Been able to keep him in? Obviously it was an epic fail last time because I was fixing a problem that existed, but it was a problem for me, not a goat problem. So tonight, hopefully, fixing the goat problems so we can round up these rowdy critters. I think Jeremy's probably going to put an end to the putting up the baby goat segment of the video because the camera is going to get broken. Have one more to put up. Okay. This little combination is working out really well for me to have the two big girls in here with the two littles because they fight a little bit less. And then have my 4 big boys in here. Ooh, look how big they are. So you guys are not going to be able to see it, but he cut it right here, and there's some matted blood. And I've sprayed it with an antibiotic spray. He's obviously just fine. Does not want to be held, wants dinner. Okay, time to say night-night to Fernie girl, or she gets her feelings hurt. Yeah. Have you guys ever had your goats like work together to escape? It was hilarious. She stood here and he wouldn't have been able to get out if he couldn't balance on top of her. And so that's what happened. So that was hysterical. So leave me a comment. Have your goats ever orchestrated an escape with multiple goats helping? I have never had goats help each other. I've had the pigs. The pigs will lift and push on the gate together. Pigs are really smart, but never goats. Goats kind of accidentally figure something out. Like they'll rub on something like the latches, but once they learn to do something, they'll do it like over and over. So I'm interested to see. I don't have a visual block up for them tonight, that if they'll try to get out or not. Fingers crossed we get all the milk in the morning. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can see tomorrow's video. Sorry, the subscribe button's over here. Claire, it's over in this corner. So you subscribe so you can see tomorrow morning's video if they're still in the pen. This week we're gonna do a video on dehorning and kind of talk about that and why we do what we do, why we're pretty flexibly minded about it. But some pros and cons and like what you would need to disbud a goat. Obviously we haven't disbudded any of our goats this year. So we're gonna do a video on that this week. We got some other stuff coming down the pipeline this week that should be interesting and fun. We're just so thankful that all you guys are watching. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps YouTube promote us the more thumbs up that you give us. And if you leave a comment anytime you interact with the video, it helps YouTube promote us, which means more people see our videos and we get more subscribers. We're so thankful for all of you who have subscribed. In the last couple of weeks, we've grown a lot. In the last couple of weeks, we're over 800 subscribers and we're just so excited. We're so close to 1,000 and that's our goal for this year, is just to get to 1,000 subscribers. And we're just so thankful. We really appreciate you guys and all the likes and comments, and I've loved interacting with you guys in the videos. It's just been so much fun to hear all the different things, to know where you're from, what kind of music you like to listen to, and all the fun things that, sorry, we're having a, I guess we worked it out. Waffles and Clover tend to have an argument every evening before bed. How can you not love these buddies? So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.